Boker Tov, everybody. Boker Tov, good morning. Good morning. Okay, waiting to hear somebody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Melanie.
And the camera
Good
off.
morning.
Don't worry, we'll share a sentence. We'll share the paragraph.
When you're not in the program, then
Huh?
what happened?
All right, Miss Sally Mae. Miss Sally Mae, why don't you start us off with a little prayer, the Shema, and the Ten Commandments in Hebrew.
Thank you, Lord, for this day. And thank you for letting us know another day of life. And thank you for letting us be able to get on class today and learn more about your word. In Yeshua's name, Amen. Shema Yisrael, Yehovah Eloheinu, Yehovah Echad. Baruch Shem Kibod Malkuto Leolam Bayet. Hear Israel, Lord our God is one God. Anaki Yehovah Elohecha lo yeh lecha Elohim akarim al panei lo tisak et Shem Yehovah Elohecha lashav zachor yom hashavat lekadsho kaved avikav le'imecha lo tirsak lo tinaf lo tignaf lo tanei v'recha et sheket lo takmod.
All right, let's give Allie Mae the wiggly fingers. Wiggly fingers, wiggly fingers. Rah, 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 rah. All right. So we're going to be starting off today. Everybody got their assignment from yesterday? Did we have an assignment yesterday, Lev? You got your assignment?
Yeah, I got my assignment.
Okay, what was our assignment, Lev?
How do you build spiritual muscle? That's what the theology assignment was about.
Okay, so what did you write for your paragraph?
To start building your spiritual muscle is by asking to Jehovah for guidance. Second is to read the Bible and to understand it. Next is to apply it to your life. The next one after that is that the Lord is going to fulfill his promise. But what you have to do is to believe that God will fulfill it. My conclusion is that building muscle spiritually is a lot like exercising physically. You have to eat healthy, which is the Bible, and to practice what you know from the Bible, because all the time there is more.
Okay. That's pretty good, Lev. Pretty good, pretty good. Allie Mae, how do you build spiritual muscle? Did you do your assignment?
No, I forgot to do it.
You forgot to do it? Now you get to do 4 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 paragraphs for tomorrow. Victoria, did you do your assignment?
Yes. To build spiritual, wait. Okay. To have a strong relationship with God, or to build a relationship with God, you have to separate yourself from the world. You have to realize that the world is changing and that they don't obey God anymore. They don't listen to him and they don't read Torah. So you would have to read Torah and pray to him and tell your friends about God.
Okay, pretty good, Victoria, pretty good. Read Torah and apply it. All right, let's see. Mia, are you there, Mia? I only see Levdums this morning.
I'm here. Mia's here.
All right, Mia. How do you build spiritual muscle?
All right. So, to build your spiritual muscles, you have to acknowledge God in all your ways through his word. First, you have to read the Bible, understand it, study it, and then you apply it to your life. But you have to obey it because you want to please him. It is just like exercising physically because you make sacrifices from your day, like wake up early and experiencing pain when you do it correctly in order to meet your motivation goal, in order to meet your goals. Now, for spiritual exercising, through trials and you have your spiritual training, you will be able to get strong based on the level of the trial. And even though the test may hurt, like the results, it will contribute to your strength because then you will come out refined. And then you'll also be strong.
Okay, you'll come out refined and be strong. Okay, you talked about skills. Okay, so that was very good because these are all good things so far. Let's see, Yeshua, did you do your assignment from yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear your assignment.
Okay. How do you build spiritual muscle? Exercising, good food, rest. We need to eat the word of Elohim, practice the commandments, and have a rest at the Shabbat.
Very good, Yeshua. That sounded great. That was good reading too. Good reading. Is Hadassah there with you? I don't see your picture.
Yes. It's me, Hadassah.
Hadassah,
I'm here.
did you
Sally's
do
here
your
too.
assignment?
Yes.
Did you do your assignment, you guys? All right, let me hear it.
Yes.
Well, let me hear what you wrote.
Okay. Exercise. Prayer, food. Rest. We need the word of Elohim. Practice the commandments and have a rest at the Shabbat.
Very good, Hadassah. It sounds like you read Yeshua's paper.
No, she has the same thing. She wrote it down.
Oh, okay. What about you, Shmuel? Do you have the same thing?
No, he doesn't.
Shmuel?
No.
Okay. Tell me what you wrote.
No, nothing. Tammy said he didn't roll anything.
He didn't write anything?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because he couldn't. We told him to get his notebook while we were and then when we woke up, and he said we told him to. I told him to get his notebook, and then he did not listen.
All right, well, Shmooey, I'm going to talk to your father to tell him to discipline you. You can go tell him now. Leave the class.
Okay.
So tell your father you were bad. All right. All right, everybody did good? Okay. Allie Mae's got 4 paragraphs right now. Okay. Now you guys got to do your assignments. The rest of you did well. Okay. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit today. Building spiritual muscle. Lev, read verse 27. Parasha 25, verse 27, Lev.
The boys grew, and Esau became a skillful hunter and outdoorsman, while Jacob was a quiet man who stayed in the tent.
Okay, everybody. All right, so let's first look at the word skillful. 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 Let me get my little marker thingy here. Point to it. Skillful. Skillful. Okay. Let's see. Yeshua, can you tell me what the word skillful means, Yeshua? Skillful?
Skillful is like you've been trained to do something that's really, really hard.
Been trained to do something that's really, really hard. That's very good, Yeshua. Very good. Very good. Elisheva. Elisheva, do you know what the word skillful is? Yeshua just told us. Do you know what the word skillful is?
Able to do something.
Say it again.
Able to do something.
Able to do something like what?
What skill? What can you do that's skillful?
Can you color inside the lines?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you write? Yes.
Yes.
Writing is a skill.
All right, that's a skill. Okay, that's a good skill to have. Excuse me, I'm sneezing. All right, all right. Lev, tell me a skill.
Skillful means
What's a skill? Like Rev is asking, tell him a skill.
what's a skill? A skill is something you're really good at, like that you're in a way a professional at. Like, I'm good at making landscapes. Like, I'm not too good at it, but I am pretty good at it.
And what do you use to do your landscapes?
What I used to do my landscapes is paint. So I'm good at painting landscapes.
Oh, you're talking about painting. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, the sneezing came on all of a sudden, like, ah, achoo! It's a big nose. All right. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hadassah, let's see. Are you there? No, they disappeared. Victoria, tell me what the word skillful is and tell me what skills you have.
Skillful is, well, when you're skillful, it's that you have a lot of skills. You have talent that maybe, like, you can do something that maybe not a lot of people can do.
Such as what? Now, you use the word skillful in the definition of skillful. So I don't know what skillful is, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I guess for me, I guess this is a skill. One of my skills is to cook and longboard. I'm skillful at that.
You're skillful at cooking longboards? What does a longboard
No,
taste like?
no, cooking and longboarding.
What's longboarding?
It's it's just a skateboard, but a long skateboard, I guess.
Oh, it's not surfing.
No.
Okay, it's not surfing. I was like, you're surfing in New Jersey? I don't know about that.
No.
So what type of things can you cook?
I can cook a lot of things, basically like everything, honestly. Almost
You can
everything.
cook you can cook crepes? You can cook crepes?
Yes. I know how to, but I have to get like the recipe and all that. Like I know how to make rice and beans, pasta, eggs, pancakes, like everything basically.
Okay, that's good. That's a great skill to have because one day you might be a wife and you be able to good cook is good. Yeshua, what skills do you have?
Climbing?
What did you say?
Climbing?
Climbing what?
Trees?
Climbing trees. Okay, do you have any other skills?
I have a little bit of cooking skills. I know how to cook a fried egg.
Okay. Okay, well that's good. Do you have any other skill? Well, how did you get this skill of cooking a fried egg?
My mom teach me.
Okay. Do you have any other skills that you're good at?
I'm good at folding. Whenever, and I'm good
Folding what
at
paper?
lunch. I'm good at laundry, helping with my grandma. Whenever the clothes, and my mom sends me out to help my grandma.
Okay, well that's a good skill to have. Hadassah, what skills do you have?
I have my skills are helping laundry too, and helping my mom to clean up the toys, clean up the room, and I also climb with Yesha too on skills. climbing too. I don't know how to cook. Well,
You don't know how to cook yet? Why not?
because I'm still sick. Well, sometimes, this night, my mom was cooking gravy, lentils, lentil stew, and I was mixing it in a spoon, in a cooking spoon. And we ate this
Okay.
rice.
All right. This is good. Go ahead.
We ate this rice and chicken.
Okay. Well, that's good to have. All right, Allie Mae, what skills do you have, Allie Mae?
I play all kinds of instruments.
Like what? What instruments do you play?
I play the bass, I play the electric guitar, I play the acoustic guitar, I play the piano.
Okay. Do you have any other skills besides being a musician?
I'm really good at drawing and painting.
What type of painting do you do? Do watercolors or charcoals or what?
I've done all of those before. Guess it just depends on what I really feel like. Sometimes it's different each time.
Do you have a favorite medium that you like to work in?
Well, I really like working in I like working with acrylic paints. I've also done clay work before.
Oh, okay. This is good to know. Let's go over to me and Lev. Me and Lev, what skills you have? We're gonna go to something else in a minute.
Well, for me, the skills I know is, I'm good at making challah and good challah too. I've learned not to be mean with the dough. And I know how to do embroidery. I'm good at embroidery. I can draw. One of my favorite art mediums, like for drawing, is color pencils. I'm still practicing, but so far I'm good at drawing. And let's see, what else can I do? I can do a little bit of cooking at least. Like eggs, boiled and fried eggs. Oh yeah.
You know how to boil. You know how to boil water well.
Yeah.
All right, Lev. What skills do you have, Lev?
What do you know how to do? I know how to blend colors in, like this. Oh wait, where is it? I don't think you can really see it unless it's turned off the background.
You gotta back up. Gotta back up a little bit. When you hold it up to the camera, you can't go real close.
Can't see anything.
No, you gotta take the background off. Don't worry about it. There you go.
This is great. It's like a sunset, right, Levy? Or is it a sunrise?
Mia, you're covering yourself.
There you go.
There. Oh man.
That's Lev's.
That looks nice.
And I also am good at drawing.
Yeah. Oh, am I holding your pictures up? Okay.
Yes, because you're the only one that has color. Oh man. You can't even see that drawing.
That looks nice.
What are you practicing? What are you practicing?
Huh? I am practicing making challah. I also am practicing archery.
Oh, archery. Now there's something we can talk about. Okay, because we were talked about all the skills that you guys had. Now Esau, it says Esau became a skillful hunter. Okay, Elisheva, let's start with you. Elisheva, what type of skills do you think you need to be a hunter? What type of skills do you think you need to be a hunter?
Use tools. Tools.
What?
Use tools.
What type of tool?
What type of tools? What type of tools do you think you need?
No, it's hunting, not carpentry. So if you're gonna go hunting, what do you need?
What do you see in the picture here?
What do you see in the picture? What does he have? You see mommy do that. What is that? That's a bow.
A boat.
Mm-hmm.
Boat.
A bow. Okay, very good, Elisheva. All right, let's go over to Hadassah. Hadassah, what other skills do you think Esau had to be a skillful hunter? The reason we're talking about this, everybody, is because we got to understand what that means to be a skillful hunter.
Esau got skills like hunting.
Well, what are those skills? What do you think those skills are, Hadassah?
Those skills are like using an arrow and a bow to kill like some animals like sheep.
Okay. You think you need a bow and arrow to kill a sheep?
Not a bow. You use an arrow. You go like this. Well, if you let go of the...
You think you're going to have to chase the sheep?
No, you have to stay quiet on the grass and shoot. Boom.
Okay, so you gotta be able to stay quiet. Okay, that was good, Hadassah. Yeshua, what do you think? What other skills do you think Esau had?
I think to be stealthy as a tiger, hide in bushes,
What do you
and
mean?
also like stay quiet all the time, not like jumping on and saying aha like Hadassah does. Like
Okay,
when they're playing hide
so
and seek,
you can
Hadassah has to be really quiet on hide and seek. She always goes aha. Not funny.
Okay,
That's how the rules go.
so you can't be a hunter, right? Because you're too noisy.
Hadassah can't. But I can. I'm very stealthy. All the time I keep scaring Hadassah up and down. You don't have a bow and arrow. You lost the puppy buy one, and we had the bow, but you lost the arrows. Very funny. I'm still looking for that.
Okay, let's go over to Victoria. What other skills do you think you need to be a hunter? So we got bow and arrow, quietness. What other skill do you think, Victoria, you would need to be a hunter?
You would need patience because like you won't like know how to do it in the first try, and you also need to know how to aim.
Why do you need to know how to aim?
Because if you know how to aim, then where you shoot the bow, or the arrow, the arrow, then it will go like where you want it to go. If you don't know how to aim, like you could okay, wait. So if there's 3 cubs that you want to, and you have, oh my gosh, what am I saying? So if there's 3 cubs and like far away in front of you, and you want to hit the middle one, and you don't know how to aim, then and you shoot like an arrow, you'll probably miss like literally all three of the cups. You have to learn how to aim before like you actually want to hit like a tree or something.
Okay, so you have to have good eyesight, good coordination. Lev's raising her hand. Lev's raising her hand. Go ahead, Lev. What other skills do you need to be a hunter? Victoria just said we need to know how to aim. Lev?
The skill, what you need to have for skills for a hunter is being quiet and patience, and also aiming good, because you don't aim good, you you don't shoot where you want to, then you lose them. Because let's say you're using a gun, and if you're trying to aim at the heart of the deer, and then they immediately move and you shoot when they just moved, and you miss, all they're gonna hear is and they'll run. That's why I'm saying you need to aim good so you don't lose them, because deer take kind of a long time after they hear a gunshot.
You mean they're going to run away, Lev?
Yeah, they run away because deer, they're nocturnal and nothing really happens at night. And they're used
Okay, so you need...
and,
Go ahead.
and they're used to being in dark places where nobody can see them. But where they think there's dark places, sometimes it's a public area where people can see them and then they can shoot them. But if you shoot the wrong side and you end up hitting like your trash can or something, then they're gonna know that a hunter is around and is trying to hunt them down. And also,
Very good.
and also, Aesop needed to practice on moving targets, like maybe ducks and stuff.
Go ahead,
Because
sorry.
ducks move a lot. They fly. They don't walk.
Yeah, they do, but they find more, they usually move more and more.
Okay. Okay, so very good, Lev. Lev gave us a lot of great information. The reason we're talking about this, because yesterday we were talking about building spiritual muscle. Skills, okay? You want to be skillful. So Esau became a skillful hunter. That means he wasn't at the beginning. So it's good for you young people to learn, because you have to be taught things and then you have to practice. So Esau became a skillful hunter, meaning he practiced, because of, as Lev was saying, deer run fast and they can hear and they can smell you. Okay, also smell you. So if you're going to hunt a deer, you need to be upwind, downwind from the deer. Okay, that means the wind that can be blowing from you towards the deer. Okay, because you don't want them to smell you. If they smell you and they have really good senses, they're going to run, and you won't be able to shoot the deer. Okay, because they're going to be real far away and they're going to be hidden. So Esau became a skillful hunter. This ties together with yesterday's lesson about building spiritual muscle. Okay, you have to build your skills in following God, and that's why we go over the Parasha each week, and each year we go around the cycle again and again and again, because you're older, and as you get older, you're going to be more responsible. As Adasa said, she doesn't cook, but Yeshua said he cooks. Okay, he's a little bit older. So as you get older, you're going to get more responsibility. You're going to need to use those skills. Okay, so building spiritual muscle. Okay, building spiritual muscle. Okay, learning the laws of God and then applying them to your life. So becoming skillful at that. Okay. It says it takes a while. Okay. And it takes discipline. Lev is, she's been practicing her bow and arrow in their barn over by her house. Okay. So at first she was only a couple of feet away from the target. But as she built strength in her arms and built skill, she could back up some more. Okay, so she could hit the target from farther away. Okay, the same goes with you guys. As you get older, you're going to get more skills and you're going to be able to do more. Just like Esau, one of the sons of Yaakov, became a skillful hunter and an outdoorsman. So he liked to be outside and he liked to do things outside. Now, what do you think it means? We'll start with Ali Mae. Well, Yaakov was a quiet man who stayed in tents. What do you think that means, Ali Mae? Yaakov was a quiet man who stayed in tents. What do you think he's doing?
He probably does more stuff like maybe cooking and cleaning and like what he's handing to his mom in the picture. He probably either made that pot or he cleaned it.
So you're thinking he is more like a clay worker or a pottery worker.
Maybe he could have done stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. But Tori, what do you think it means that Yaakov was a quiet man who stayed in tents?
I think that means that he was probably like focused on doing other things and trying to learn other things in the tent.
Like what? That's what we're trying to figure out, because each person is going to have a different set of skills. What do you think Yaakov was doing in the tent?
Archery, maybe?
He was doing archery in the tent? That could be dangerous.
It is, but well, maybe he wasn't like pointing like the arrow anywhere. He was just maybe trying to get like his hands in the right place and just trying to learn. I don't
Then
know.
why didn't he go outside? Why didn't he go outside with his brother?
Maybe he was like he doesn't have to be doing archery. Like maybe he was just thinking and making plans and just going through things.
Thinking and making plans all day? If you're just planning, it means you're not doing anything.
True, that's true. Maybe he was trying to find like something else for him to do. Like he was trying to find something that maybe Esau didn't know how to do.
Like what? Because you can't just sit around. I mean, he wasn't playing video games. There were no video games. And
Yeah.
there weren't too many books. So what do you think he was doing? Mia, you're next.
I'm not sure. Maybe painting rocks.
Okay. Mia, what do you think was going on with Yaakov? What do you think he was doing, Mia?
Actually, if you look at the Hebrew, it says Yaakov was a quiet man, but if you look at the Hebrew, it says something different. That for the word quiet there, it's actually the word tam, which means righteous, pure, innocent, and whole. So if you apply it me to Yaakov, That he wasn't just someone who just sat in the tent all day, but that he was good. He was whole, meaning that he was righteous, and he had a relationship with God.
Okay, so what's he doing? What's he doing in the tent while his brothers learn getting skills to become a hunter? What's he doing?
One more
His
thing.
Tom.
One more thing is that if we want to use Tom, that word there, then you can also compare him like Job or like Job, because he had a relationship with God. He was a whole man, and he was blameless and upright. So you can compare Yaakov with Job, and him being in the tent. Not mentioning the second question, that he probably helped his mom out, but he probably also learned about God. Maybe his mom taught him. So maybe he knew he was made more responsible.
Okay. All right. So, responsibility, learning about God. He was dealing more with the family business and learning righteousness and business matters and stuff of that nature. So, each boy had a different set of skills. So, this is something for you guys. Allie Mae, his brother and sister are older, but a lot of you have siblings that are similar in age. They're close in age, maybe a couple of years different. Okay, so sometimes you might have some of the same skills, and sometimes you might have very different skills and very different likes. Okay, so you should get skillful at all your different attributes, different things that you like to do. Okay, get good at them. Okay, don't just be mediocre, but be very good at them. Okay, so we have both of the boys learning different things. So to be a hunter, you need different skills than somebody who's staying home. Because we're going to look at what one of the things in the next picture. Okay. Hadassah, which one do you think is Esau and which one do you think is Yaakov? Which color hair is Esau and which color hair is Yaakov?
The hairy guy is Esau, and the other one that's mixing the yummy soup is Yaakov.
So you think this guy here is Esau and this guy here is Yaakov? What do you think, Yeshua?
Yes, because Esau is more hairy and he's all red. And Isaac is just a smooth man. Isaac is just a cooking man. Look, the guy that's standing up, Esau is the one. Because look, he has an arrow. He has a bow. And the one that's sitting down is Jacob, because he's sitting down. And he's mixing the stew. The lentils.
He's cooking lentil stew?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Elisheva? Elisheva, which one do you think is Esau and which one do you think is Yaakov? What do you think, Elisheva? Which one do you think is which?
Okay. Say Esau
Esau
is.
is.
What color is his beard? What color is that? Okay, say red.
Red.
Okay, and what's that? Say it. Yaakov, very good.
Yaakov. That's a black beard.
Does this beard look like your daddy's beard?
Does that look like Daddy's beard?
Doesn't that look like your daddy's beard?
Yeah. Yes. Daddy has red beard.
No, he doesn't. Daddy has brown beard.
No, it's red.
Okay, good job, Elisheba. Good job. Now, Allie Mae, read verse 29 through 31, please.
One day when Yaakov had cooked some stew, Esau came in from the open country exhausted and said to Yaakov, "Please let me gulp down some of that red stuff. That red stuff, I'm exhausted." Yaakov answered, "First sell me your rights as the firstborn."
All right, thank you, Allie Mae. All right, we got some words we got to look at for make sure that the young kids understand, and even sometimes the older kids. Okay, Yeshua, let's start with you this time. What does the word exhausted mean? EXHAUSTED. EXHAUSTED. Exhausted.
Exhausted is like when you're very, 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 very tired. That you went, like, when you finish running or jogging, you feel like you're very tired. And you're starting breathing heavy and being so tired that you hadn't ate anything, like Esau, like the picture like he's doing now.
Okay, that was very good, Yeshua. Hadassah, what does the word exhausted mean? Lev, you're next.
Exhausted means it's like you're tired and you want to sleep and you're hungry and you want to eat and you're breathing too much and you're hungry and you're Isaac is doing right now. He's doing this.
That was good, Hadassah. That was very, very good. Very good. All right, so we know that we now have come to the conclusion that we know that the word exhausted means. Lev, why is he exhausted? You know, we talked about some skills before. Lev, why do you think he is exhausted?
Because because he was hunting. Because it literally gives us the answer there. Esau came in from the open country, exhausted. So maybe he was chasing the deer,
An animal that he
an
couldn't catch it.
animal, and then maybe he caught it, and maybe he shot it, but maybe he was just too tired to bring it home. So maybe he got maybe he took that, maybe he just took like maybe half of it home.
Or maybe he was chasing it and he couldn't catch it. And he had to walk all the way home.
Yeah, maybe that.
So you think after all that work of hunting and shooting a deer or something like that, or an antelope, that he would leave half of it where he shot it, or nah? Well, are you sure?
Would he do that after just running after the animal, shooting it? Would he just take half home?
Maybe he took the whole thing, but maybe after maybe he was like a little too weak to get it. So maybe he brought it home and maybe he just dropped it at the entrance of the tent that they had. And maybe he went over to Yaakov.
Okay, well that's a plausible thing, Lev. That's possible. Victoria, why do you think he's exhausted? What, he came in from the open country. Why is he exhausted?
He's exhausted
Sorry.
because sorry. He's exhausted because like it was really hot that day. Like it's very hot. Oh my gosh. It was hot that day and he was hunting and like he was thirsty and hungry after like a long day, of hunting and out in the sun.
Where does it say it was hot?
I'm pretty sure it was hot.
It may have been, but it doesn't tell us.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm just like guessing that it was hot because like I don't know, I just think it was hot.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's not impossible. But, where they were, it's kind of warm most of the year. Okay. But so you think it's just because it's hot, he's exhausted?
No, not because like it's hot, but like um he was out like hunting and like running, I guess. And probably after a lot of hours, like he was hunting for a lot of hours and I don't think he had like food or water, I think. So when he got to his brother and he had like soup, he probably wanted it.
Okay. Well, that's a plausible idea. Okay. All right. So one of the things that we Mia got her hand up. Mia.
I think I have the feeling Esau was probably chasing an animal, and then he probably was running after it like at top speed, and then maybe gave up after it got away, and probably was far away from home. So maybe it took him a long time to get back home. So it means that he would have been exhausted.
Yeah, that's a plausible idea. It's a possibility. Okay. That, he was chasing after the animal and he's running after the animal. One thing that we get a hint from why he's tired is he was in the open country. So the animals that you're going to try to eat are not going to generally live too close to people. They're going to be hiding in the forest or they're going to be on the mountains or whatever. Okay, so he was in the open country. So he was tired. And sometimes when we're tired, we don't think things through. That's why we're talking about this at length. Because a lot of times when people are tired, they make very big mistakes. Okay? And then something for you kids to think about. Doesn't mean you're not responsible, but you're tired and you're just like, I don't care. I just want to go to bed. I just want to go to bed. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? So sometimes you don't think things through when you're exhausted. Okay? Exhausted means, as we talked about earlier, really tired. You're really, 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 really tired. Okay? So he's exhausted. Esau is exhausted. And Yaakov had made this, and everybody, we talked about that yesterday. Everybody really likes lentil stew. Ali and May is like, this is the best. It's got all the different color beans, and Yeshua was saying it tastes really good. Okay. In the Manjaris household, it's dry lentil stew. Mia's like, no, I know how to boil water. Okay. Uh, it tastes good with hot sauce. Okay. So he comes home and he's exhausted. And he says to his brother, let me go down some of that red stuff. That red stuff. I'm exhausted. Okay. So then Yaakov says, first tell me your rights as the firstborn. Now, Ali Mae, Was Yaakov being a good brother by doing that?
Well, no, he was asking for him to sell his birthrights for food.
So that's not cool? But you got the food and he says he's hungry.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that? Why not?
Because for one, that's really mean and it's taking advantage of your brother. And for another, he's gonna he owns the birthright and he has a right to eat food.
But they're twins. They were born like, same day. I met them on the same day.
Well, yeah, but Esau was born before him, so he's got the birthright.
Okay, so you don't think this is cool for Yaakov to say that?
No,
Okay, let's see. Yeshua, what do you think? He comes in, Esau was all tired and he just wants something to eat, and his brother says, sell me your birthrights. Is that okay, Yeshua?
No,
Why not?
because the birthright is really important.
Why is it so important?
It's important to
'Cause you have
God.
the birthright.
Yes, but I
It's
never
important to God.
sold it. I never sold it to Sammy. I never gave it to Sammy.
Well, would you sell it to Pincus?
No,
Why not?
because he's not born first.
But Yaakov is asking Esau to sell his birthright. Can
Yeah.
Pincus sell you to sell your birthright to him?
No, I can't. I can't sell my birthright to Finkas.
What if you're really hungry?
And I wouldn't tell him. I wouldn't tell Finkas, I'll give you my birthright. No. Mm-mm.
All right. All right. So we're going to pause here, okay, because we're going to talk about this, because we talked about skills. We did our lesson. Okay, we had our assignment from yesterday. No assignment today. No assignment. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to pause there, and then we're going to talk about that tomorrow, about the birthright and what is important and what Yaakov did and what Esau did. All right. We're going to close in prayer. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. Yeshua, you get the first try.
I'm thinking 10.
What number?
10.
Wow, you're wrong. Lev.
Where are my numbers?
1 through 9 so far.
9.
Woo, Lev got it wrong.
Yeah.
Victoria?
8.
What number?
8.
Wow, you got it wrong too. Allie Mae?
7.
You got it wrong too. Ellie Shava, you want to try a guess?
1.
1? You're wrong. Hadassah?
No, it's on.
You're right. From the prayer, Hadassah.
Thank you, Lord, for this day, for giving us. But please help us to learn more and please take care of us and help Ella for she be more stronger and finish her job. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Have a great day, guys.
Bye.
Shalom.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.